State of crypto, ETF listings became easier. Companies just need to prove they meet new generic listing standards. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission approved a change to how companies can list and trade shares of exchange-traded funds, which should streamline the process for new products moving forward. You're reading State of Crypto, a CoinDesk newsletter looking at the intersection of cryptocurrency and government. Click here to sign up for future editions. A majority of commissioners at the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission voted to streamline the process by which companies could list and trade shares of spot crypto exchange-traded funds (ETFs), as well as other types of ETFs, through the approval of a generic listing standard. For over a decade, the process to try and list a spot crypto exchange-traded fund was a 270-day process which usually ended in the ETF application being rejected. Last year, under former SEC Chair Gary Gensler, the regulator approved the first spot crypto ETFs for Bitcoin and Ether. Over the past year, we've seen applications for a number of other assets. The idea that the SEC would create generic listing standards has been discussed for a few months, at least since the regulator paused the launch of Grayscale's digital large-cap fund earlier this year. In July, the SEC approved GDLC to uplist as an ETF, but almost immediately paused the process. At the time, an individual familiar said the pause was likely intended to give the SEC enough time to develop those generic listing standards. This past Wednesday, the SEC approved those standards, letting companies bypass the Exchange Act process if their proposed products meet the standards. In a statement, SEC Chairman Paul Atkins said, "By approving these generic listing standards, we are ensuring that our capital markets remain the best place in the world to engage in the cutting-edge innovation of digital assets. This approval helps to maximize investor choice and foster innovation by streamlining the listing process and reducing barriers to access digital asset products within America's trusted capital markets." A number of spot crypto ETF applications have been waiting for a final decision from the regulator, and it seems likely that a number of new products will come to market in the coming months. Read more. SEC makes spot crypto ETF listing process easier. Approves Grayscale's large-cap crypto fund. Crypto ETF floodgates open with SEC listing standards, but price impact may be uneven. Thursday. If you've got thoughts or questions on what I should discuss next week or any other feedback you'd like to share, feel free to email me at nick@coindesk.com or find me on Blue Sky at nicolesh.bsky.social. You can also join the group conversation on Telegram. See y'all next week. 1400 hours Universal Time Coordinated, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. There will be an evidentiary hearing in the Department of Justice's game against former crypto lobbyist and one-time congressional candidate Michelle Bond.